Hello, this is Hiroshi Yamazoe. In my last video, I talked about how to deal with winter depression, and the people who watched it gave me many opinions in the comment section and on WhatsApp. I appreciate all of you, and I realized that there is one important issue that happens in relation to depression. It is a bad habit of procrastinating on things that needs to be done. When I am depressed, I often procrastinate on various things. For example, I procrastinate doing things that I am supposed to do, such as writing, studying, exercising, etc. And if I procrastinate them, I feel guilty and powerless, which causes me to become even more depressed, which creates a vicious cycle of depression. I think this is a big problem for people with depressive symptoms, especially for freelance workers who are not bound by a company or organization. I think it is an important issue to overcome the habit of procrastination, because they are not usually forced by others to complete certain tasks within a certain time frame, which allows them to procrastinate endlessly. So what can we do to overcome this habit of procrastination? In this video, I will consider strategies for overcoming the procrastination habit. First, pros and cons of procrastinating. First, let me consider the pros and cons of procrastinating on tasks that we should do. Most of the time, the tasks that people procrastinate on are troublesome tasks that require a certain amount of effort. By not doing those troublesome things, we can avoid the stress of performing such tasks. However, by not doing what we should be doing, we feel guilty and powerless. And this stress of guilt and powerlessness is not temporary. It lasts until we quit procrastinating and finish the tasks that need to be done. Second, pros and cons of not procrastinating. And next, I will consider the pros and cons of doing the task that needs to be done instead of procrastinating. First, we get a sense of accomplishment when we finish some troublesome task. Science has discovered that when we accomplish something, a neurotransmitter, dopamine, a pleasure substance, is produced as its rewards on our brain. And when the accomplishment gets more difficult and challenging, the reward becomes greater more. But we feel stress while performing that troublesome task. There is certainly mental and physical stress, but this kind of stress usually does not continue once the task is completed and disappears with the sense of accomplishment. So the stress in this case is temporary, unlike in the case of procrastination. Third, procrastinate or not procrastinate, which is more beneficial. And next, let me consider which is more beneficial, to procrastinate or not to procrastinate. Of course, this depends on the task we procrastinate and the length of time we procrastinate. However, in the most of cases, I think that not procrastinating is more beneficial in the end. Because, as I said before, the stress of guilt and powerlessness will continue while you are procrastinating. If we consider the total amount of the time, the more we procrastinate, the more the total stress grows. This phenomenon looks like this graph. To make it very clearer, I made it very simplified. Let's say you have a task, and if you procrastinate doing it for a day, you feel +1 stress per day. And if you do not procrastinate and do that task, you will feel plus 3 stress. If you procrastinate the task for 5 days, the total stress will be plus 5. On the contrary, if you do the task immediately and complete it, the total stress will be plus 3. And as I explained before, completion of a task provides a reward in the form of accomplishment, and things move forward and are rewarded with dopamine. I think this makes it even more beneficial to not procrastinate. And the sooner we quit procrastinating, the less total stress we will experience, and when we consider the benefit of accomplishment we get after completing the task, I think in most cases it is more beneficial not to procrastinate. But we often choose to give priority to the temporary comfort that is right in front of us, even though we could suffer in the long term by procrastinating. Therefore, I think it is important not to be tricked by the illusion of comfort in front of us in order to overcome the habit of procrastination. In order to do so, I think it is important to look at things from a long-term perspective and realize the disadvantages of procrastination. But I think there are some exceptions. For example, if the task is too stressful or, on the other hand, too easy, it could be beneficial to procrastinate even in long-term perspective. So I think it will be important to adjust the difficulty level of the task as well. Next, I will consider this matter. Fourth, adjustment of task difficulty. For example, I work out at the gym for about 1 hour twice a week and take 1 hour online English conversation lessons every day. If this were 5 hours of English study or 3 hours of workout every day, the hurdle of the tasks would be too high for me, and the daily stress of doing this would be considerably greater, and I would procrastinate towards tasks. When the task is too stressful, our tendency to procrastinate increases, and the more stressful the task, the more profitable it is to procrastinate for a long period of time. So I think it is important to adjust the task difficulty to overcome the habit of procrastination as well. And when doing a large task, I think it is effective to divide the task into several simple steps and do them a little by little. For example, if I am making a lengthy video, I divide it into several tasks like considering what to say, filming, and subtitling, and try do them on different occasions. This way, I can get started on the video creation task with less stress and less procrastination. However, if the difficulty level of the task is too easy, it will not give a sense of accomplishment. So I think it is important to balance the difficulty of the task, and the balance of the task will have to be found by each person experimenting with a variety of difficulty levels to find just the proper one. I think this is basically the same as setting the difficulty level of a video game. If it is too easy, we don't see the point of challenging it, and if it is too hard, we don't enjoy it. Therefore, in order to reduce procrastination, I think it is effective to find the task difficulty that is suitable for you and to adjust the task content according to that difficulty level. 5. Summary. To summarize shortly, there are two main points to my strategy for overcoming the habit of procrastination. First, in many cases, procrastination is more stressful from a long-term perspective, so don't be tricked by short-term perspective. Second, modify or split up the task to adjust the difficulty level to make it reasonable to take on. So in this video, I shared my strategies to overcome the habit of procrastination. If you have any ideas on this matter, I would appreciate it if you would share them in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I will continue to post more and more videos. If you like, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.